So 3 different ways of playing the same tune. It's the way that I started. So the first one, I'm presuming that you know some chords, and it's a C chord. I'll describe them as I go along. It's the 2nd fret of the 4th and the 1st string, and the 1st fret of the 2nd string. So the first bit is you pluck up basically pluck up with the index finger and push down with the other finger. It's just like a start. But another part of that is, you can, I think it was called the dumb chinger. So it's the same thing. You pluck up on in the C chord on the 1st string. And that's the thing about the 5-string banjo, it's this, like the 5th string, it's like a drone. So you're picking up, brush down across all the strings, and with your thumb, as you go past, you pluck the 5th string. A bit faster comes like this. Luke Kelly did so well. Now, what I really concentrate on now is the thing called double thumbing, and as you can imagine, it's called double thumbing because you use your thumb twice. So you're really only using these 2 fingers, your thumb and your index finger. It's like a lot of things. You start to become instinctual in the way that you play, and it becomes quite difficult to try and think exactly what it is that you do. So you go, and it's always that hit on the 5th string, that ding, 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 like that. So it's 2nd string with your thumb, and it's 1st string with the index finger, 5th string with your thumb, like that, and the 1st string again. Play. It's got that real kind of swing to it. There you go. What I'm doing there is I'm playing the C chord and I'm going on the 4th string. So you're really going 4, 3, 2, 1, and in between, so it's 4, 1, 5, 1, 3, 1, 5, 1, 2, 1, 5, 1. chord. So the amount of concentration this is taking is amazing. I know I can concentrate. I'm going to show you an F chord. And when I first started, I thought this was the most difficult thing I had ever done in the whole of my life. So it is with your ring finger on the 3rd fret of the 4th string, your second finger on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string, your index finger on the 1st fret of the 2nd string, and your little pinky on the 3rd fret of the 1st string. Like that. Now, the first thing you'll notice is the 5th string doesn't actually, that's really kind of like a dissonant sound, because they're only, you're playing them at the same time. There's 2 Fs in there, but it doesn't matter, because that's part of the beauty of the 5-string banjo, that you have these notes that clash and the droning sound of the 5th string. So I will try very hard to do double thumbing in F. G chord can be the strings open, but another thing you can do with the 5-string banjo is slide chords around. So if you take it up 2 frets, it becomes a G, and it comes back to that thing of the droning. So now you've got a G, a B, a D, a G, and another G. So it's really, recently I saw somebody who couldn't believe that I sang with a 5-string banjo. He was more like a Scruggs clawhammer style, and he was quite surprised that I sang with a 5-string banjo because, well, for one thing, his banjo was very loud and it would be very difficult to sing over. But the other thing was that he'd never actually tried it himself. But I quite like the fact that it's a drone underneath your voice. So I'm going to try and play like a 3-chord turnaround, which would be C, F, and G. So it'll be C, F, G, back to C. By the way, you'll notice that I'm going 4, 3, 2, 2, 4, 3, 2, 2. It just makes it easier for me to remember just to be using these 2 fingers here. Thing about sort of playing the same shapes at different positions on the neck, exactly the same as a guitar. So that F shape becomes a C up the 9th fret, like that. And it's got that. Like a high. That's one of the things about the banjo. It's like the high and piercing kind of sound that it makes, that it kind of cuts through all of the other instruments. Okay, so a 4-chord turnaround would be C, and then A minor, then F, and then G. Okay, so the C, we've already seen, and A minor is you basically keep the C shape, but you wind up playing the 3rd fret of the 2nd string with your ring finger and on your pinky on the 2nd fret of the 1st string. Again, you've got that clash of the G, so it's really, I think it would be like an A minor 7th. But that's quite a bit of tension in that sound there. So C, and A minor, F, and then G. It's like that thing that you have, it's like, who knows how long I've loved you. So it would be C, A minor, F to G, like that. So I won't punish you with singing. So I'll try the same thing with the 4-chord turnaround, double thumbing, just using these 2 fingers. A minor. So close. F. G. Back to C. A minor. Get this right if it kills me. So it sounds like that. Somehow it's easier to play fast. I suppose it's just that when you have to concentrate too much. Maybe that's why I have that faraway lake in my eyes. So, there's lots of things about the 5-string banjo that you can have that give it that dissonant sound that makes it so distinctive. So if you just put your index finger on the 1st fret of the 2nd string, it's not really a chord at all. I suppose it's like a G, A, B, C. It's like a G 4th, G plus 4. And what you can do with the double thumbing, this is a song which is called Pretty Polly. So what you're actually doing is, you don't take that index finger off at all. If anything, it's like an anchor, and you're playing the tune. This is what double thumbing does, because you play the tune with your thumb, and then you're playing all the other notes around it. All at the 3rd fret. So any fretting that goes on, and it's all done with just your pinky, okay? So your 3rd fret of the 3rd string, so that's only on the 4th, 3rd and 2nd string. So do that with the double thumbing. And then you change it, the second part of the tune is on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. I'll try and get this right. I'll play you the song so you get to hear it.
Oh Polly, go along with me. Polly dear, oh Polly, go along with me. Before we get married, pleasure for to see.
And that's another thing, you don't have to stick to that. I don't really like mechanical 5-string banjo playing where it just sounds like digga 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 all the time. So you can do lots of tricks in exactly the same way as you can with the guitar. So instead of going, you go. And then if you grip the 2nd and the 4th string together, go. And as per usual in a colder room, it all goes off worse than the guitar. This is the most interesting part. So my advice with playing the 5-string banjo is to make sure it's the first instrument you get out in a room, because being in the back of the boot of the car, and then bringing it out, it's the skin and it's the string, same as anything else, but it's much more sensitive, a bit like me. Okay, here we go.
Oh Polly dear, oh Polly, go along with me. Oh Polly dear, oh Polly, go along with me. Before we get married, pleasure for to see. She jumped up behind him, away they did go. She jumped up behind him, away they did go. Over the mountains, the valleys below. Oh Willie dear, oh Willie, feared for my life. Willie dear, oh Willie, feared for my life. Afraid you mean to murder me so I can be your wife. Well Polly dear, oh Polly, guessing about right. Oh Polly dear, oh Polly, guessing about right. Been digging your grave devil, Willie he must pay. A debt to the devil, Willie he must pay. For killing Brady Polly on running